Get ready to step inside the extraordinary world of Barack Obama, where power meets prosperity. In this video, we're uncovering the jaw-dropping secrets behind his massive fortune, exploring the empire he built, and taking you far beyond the political stage into a life of unparalleled luxury. Curious how he crafted his legacy and continues to live big? Let's dive in and find out. Obama's wealth origins. Before stepping onto the world stage as president, Barack Obama was quietly building the foundation of his financial success. Contrary to popular belief, his wealth accumulation didn't begin in the White House. It started much earlier, back in the early 2000s, when his career was steadily gaining momentum. In 2004, Obama served as a member of the Illinois Senate, where he earned a modest salary of $8,287. While the pay might have been humble, his dedication to serving his constituents and improving the state of Illinois was anything but. His political work during this time reflected his growing influence and unwavering commitment to public service. Yet Obama wasn't relying on politics alone to support his family or grow his income. He also pursued a parallel career in education, teaching at the University of Chicago Law School. As a lecturer, he shared his expertise with aspiring legal minds, earning an additional $32,400 annually, a respectable amount for a secondary income. Even then, Obama understood the importance of diversification. He had investments in assets like the Vanguard Wellington Fund, valued between $100,000 and $200,000, demonstrating his early knack for financial planning. These investments provided a solid foundation, but the real turning point in his financial trajectory came in 2005. That year, Obama signed a multi-book deal with the prestigious Random House Publishing Company. This literary opportunity marked a seismic shift in his financial status, bringing in substantial earnings and setting the stage for his future as a best-selling author. Obama's literary goldmine. Barack Obama's foray into publishing proved to be a financial game-changer. After January 2005, he secured an impressive $1.9 million advance for his second book, The Audacity of Hope. The book, which would go on to become a bestseller, exceeded expectations and delivered ongoing royalties. It held its place on the New York Times bestseller list for a remarkable 30 weeks. The audio version added another feather to its cap, earning a Grammy Award for Best Spoken Word Album in 2008. Clearly, Obama's words resonated not just with readers, but with award committees as well, ensuring Random House's investment was well rewarded. But that wasn't his only literary triumph. In the same year, Obama received over $847,000 as an advance for a re-release of his earlier memoir, Dreams from My Father. This deeply personal narrative, which explored his family history and formative years, continued to captivate readers. The memoir, originally published before his rise to political stardom, saw renewed interest, leading to ongoing royalties. In 2005 alone, Obama earned $378,000 in royalties from his books, and by 2006, Dreams from My Father added nearly $150,000 more to his earnings. The success of The Audacity of Hope only escalated. By 2007, its royalties had brought in a staggering $425,000, pushing Obama's total book royalties to nearly $3.3 million. Meanwhile, his literary agent Distel and Godric contributed another $816,000 through royalties and contractual arrangements tied to Dreams from My Father. These combined earnings cemented Obama's position not just as a political figure, but as a literary powerhouse, proving his ability to turn personal narratives and political insights into a lucrative publishing empire. Which of Obama's literary achievements inspires you the most? Let us know your thoughts below. Obama's financial mastery. Barack Obama's financial prowess extended far beyond book royalties. In 2008, his investments highlighted a strategic, forward-thinking approach. He acquired United States Treasury notes valued between $500,000 and $1 million, a low-risk and stable choice that reflected careful planning. Additionally, Obama made a heartfelt investment in his daughter's futures by opening two 529 college savings plans, each starting with a value between $50,000 and $100,000. When Obama was elected president in 2008, his financial portfolio included $1.1 million to $5.1 million in United States Treasury bills. That same year, he won the Nobel Peace Prize, which came with a $1.4 million monetary award. True to his values, Obama donated the entire sum to various charities, further solidifying his legacy as a leader committed to giving back. During his presidency, Obama earned an annual salary of $400,000 from 2009 to 2015. His income wasn't limited to his role in the Oval Office, as he continued to benefit from book royalties and interest on his investments. After leaving office, his financial acumen remained sharp. Obama receives an annual pension of $200,000, but his primary post-presidency earnings come from high-profile public speaking engagements. Commanding fees of up to $400,000 per appearance, he has successfully monetized his influence and presence. This diversification of income, spanning royalties, investments, and speaking fees, illustrates Obama's ability to secure financial stability well beyond his years in public office, ensuring that his legacy thrives on both a personal and professional level. Building the Obama Empire. The Obamas continued to expand their financial empire in innovative ways after leaving the White House. In 2018, they ventured into the world of film production, founding Higher Ground Productions and signing a groundbreaking multi-year deal with Netflix. The venture was a bold move that highlighted their ability to influence culture beyond politics. By 2022, Higher Ground Productions had also secured an exclusive multi-year, multi-project first look deal with Audible, solidifying their footprint in the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, Barack Obama's literary success showed no signs of slowing down. In 2020, he released A Promised Land, part of an extraordinary $65 million book deal that also included Michelle Obama's memoir, Becoming. The book was an instant hit, selling nearly 890,000 copies within the first 24 hours of release, underscoring Obama's continued ability to connect with audiences. This added to the substantial income generated by his earlier works, including The Audacity of Hope and his children's book, Of Thee I Sing, which together have brought in $8.8 million. His 1995 memoir, Dreams from My Father, also saw renewed popularity, earning $6.8 million after his arrival in the nation's capital. Despite a decline in annual earnings during his presidency, dropping from $5.6 million in 2009 to $450,000 by 2015 as book royalties tapered off, Obama's financial portfolio remained robust. In addition to the $3.7 million he earned in government salaries, his ventures in publishing, investments, and entertainment have culminated in an impressive net worth of $70 million. Through strategic deals and creative pursuits, Barack Obama has built a legacy that extends far beyond the political sphere, ensuring long-term financial success and cultural influence. Barack Obama's early life and education. Barack Obama's early life is a rich tapestry of cultural diversity and formative experiences that helped shape the leader he would become. Born on August 4, 1961, at Kapiolani Medical Center in Honolulu, Hawaii, Obama was the son of a Kenyan father, Barack Obama Sr., and an American mother, Ann Dunham, Annie. His father, hailing from a small village in Nyanza Province, Kenya, belonged to the Luo ethnic group and demonstrated exceptional promise, earning a scholarship to study economics at the University of Hawaii. It was there, in a Russian language class that he met Anne, and their connection blossomed into marriage on February 2, 1961, 6 months before Obama's birth. Despite the promising start, the couple's marriage was short-lived. By 1964, Barack Obama Sr. had returned to Kenya, where he married for a third time and worked as a senior economic analyst for the Kenyan Ministry of Finance. His relationship with his son was distant, marked by a single visit during Christmas of 1971. Tragically, he passed away in a car accident in 1982 when Obama was 21, leaving behind a legacy that would influence his son's understanding of his Kenyan heritage and identity. Obama's mother, Ann Dunham, later married Lolo Soetoro, an Indonesian man, further broadening Obama's exposure to diverse cultures and perspectives. These early familial experiences, though complex and at times challenging, laid the foundation for Obama's resilience, adaptability, and global perspective, traits that would later define his leadership and inspire millions. Enjoying the journey through Obama's life? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more inspiring stories. Obama's formative years. Barack Obama's early years were shaped by cultural diversity and family transitions. After his mother, Ann Dunham, married Lolo Soetoro, the family moved to Indonesia when Obama was 6. They initially lived in a modest neighborhood in South Jakarta before relocating to a more affluent area in central Jakarta by 1970. During this time, Obama attended local schools under the name Barry and received additional English homeschooling from his mother, becoming fluent in Indonesian and gaining valuable life lessons from his stepfather about resilience and practicality. At age 10, Obama returned to Hawaii to live with his maternal grandparents and attend the prestigious Punahou School. There, he began to navigate the complexities of his mixed-race identity, an experience he later chronicled in his memoir, Dreams from My Father. His mother, Anne, joined him in Hawaii between 1972 and 1975 while pursuing her graduate studies, before eventually returning to Indonesia to complete her PhD. In 1979, after graduating from high school, Obama enrolled at Occidental College in Los Angeles on a full scholarship. There, he became increasingly engaged in social and political issues, laying the groundwork for the leader he would later become. These years of cultural immersion, education, and personal growth were pivotal in shaping his worldview. Obama's early career. In February 1981, Barack Obama made his first public speech at Occidental College, urging the institution to divest from South Africa in opposition to apartheid. Later that year, he transferred to Columbia University in New York City, where he majored in political science with a focus on international relations and English literature. Living off campus on West 109 The Street, he graduated in 1983 with a Bachelor of Arts degree and an impressive 3.7 GPA. Following his graduation, Obama worked briefly as a financial researcher and writer for the Business International Corporation. In 1985, he spent 3 months coordinating a project for the New York Public Interest Research Group at City College of New York. However, his desire to create meaningful change led him to Chicago later that year, where he became the director of the Developing Communities Project. This faith-based organization, supported by 8 Catholic parishes on the south side of Chicago, focused on improving the neighborhoods of Roseland, West Pullman, and Riverdale. Obama worked as a community organizer there from 1985 to 1988, helping to address local issues like unemployment and housing. In 1988, Obama embarked on a life-changing trip to Europe and Kenya. The 5 weeks he spent in Kenya allowed him to connect with his paternal relatives for the first time, offering profound insights into his heritage. This journey deeply influenced his personal identity and future aspirations, reinforcing his commitment to social justice and leadership. Obama started as a community organizer. What cause would you dedicate your time to if you could make a difference? Share your ideas. Obama's Harvard years. In 1988, Barack Obama turned down a full scholarship to Northwestern University School of Law to pursue his legal education at Harvard Law School. Settling in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Obama quickly distinguished himself. By the end of his first year, he was elected an editor of the prestigious Harvard Law Review. In his second year, he made history as the first African-American president of the journal, a position that showcased his leadership and intellectual capabilities. He also worked as a research assistant for renowned constitutional scholar Lawrence Tribe, further honing his legal acumen. Obama graduated magna cum laude in 1991, marking the beginning of a notable career in law and public service. Following his graduation, Obama accepted a 2-year role as a visiting law and government fellow at the University of Chicago Law School, dedicating much of his time to working on his first book, Dreams from My Father. After completing the fellowship, he transitioned to teaching constitutional law at the same institution, serving as a lecturer from 1992 to 1996, and later as a senior lecturer until 2004. This period solidified his reputation as a thoughtful legal mind and mentor. Reflections on identity. Reflecting on his early years, Obama often emphasized the cultural richness of his childhood in Hawaii. The state's diverse environment offered him unique insights into mutual respect and coexistence, shaping the inclusive worldview he carried into adulthood. However, navigating his identity as a mixed-race individual posed challenges. He struggled to reconcile how society viewed his background, a theme he explored deeply in his writings. During his teenage years, Obama candidly admitted to using alcohol, marijuana, and occasionally cocaine as a way to escape these internal conflicts. He was part of a self-named group of friends called the Choom Gang who shared these experiences. These formative years, marked by intellectual achievement, cultural exploration, and personal struggles, laid the groundwork for Obama's future political career. His journey from Hawaii to Harvard reflected not only his ambition, but also his ability to navigate and embrace complexity, a trait that would define his legacy in public life. Want to see more deep dives into incredible lives like Obama's? Hit that subscribe button and never miss a video. Obama's political rise. Barack Obama's political career began in the mid-1980s when he relocated to Chicago to work as a community organizer. His efforts focused on addressing issues like job training, tenant rights, and tutoring programs in underserved neighborhoods. These early experiences deepened his commitment to community empowerment and public service, setting the stage for his future in politics. After earning his law degree at Harvard, Obama returned to Chicago and balanced teaching constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School with continuing his community efforts. One notable achievement during this period was his leadership of Project Vote in 1992, a voter registration initiative that mobilized 700 volunteer registrars and 10 staff members. The campaign successfully registered 150,000 African-American voters in Illinois, earning Obama a spot on Crain's Chicago Business 40 Under 40 list in 1993. In 1996, Obama entered formal politics, winning a seat in the Illinois State Senate. Over the next 8 years, he championed significant reforms in ethics and healthcare, building a reputation as a pragmatic and effective legislator. His work in the Illinois legislature laid the foundation for his ambitions on the national stage. National spotlight. Obama's breakthrough came in 2004 when he was elected to the United States Senate. That same year, he delivered the keynote address at the Democratic National Convention, a speech that showcased his charisma and oratory skill. Seamlessly weaving his personal story with a unifying vision for America, Obama's speech resonated deeply, emphasizing shared values that transcend divisions. It catapulted him into the national spotlight and revitalized sales of his memoir, Dreams from My Father, turning it into a bestseller. This momentum established Obama as a rising star within the Democratic Party, paving the way for his historic presidential campaign just a few years later. In 2007, Barack Obama announced his candidacy for president, entering a competitive primary race against Hillary Clinton. Despite the odds, he secured the Democratic nomination and, in November 2008, made history as the first African-American elected president of the United States. His victory symbolized a moment of progress in a nation grappling with a legacy of racial divisions. Millions gathered in January 2009 to celebrate his inauguration, filled with hope for the change he had promised. Challenges and achievements. Obama's presidency began during the Great Recession, the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. His administration responded with the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, which focused on stimulating the economy and creating jobs. By the end of his first term, unemployment had significantly declined. Among his most notable achievements was the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, a landmark healthcare reform that expanded access to insurance and introduced new regulations for insurers. While widely praised, it also sparked ongoing debates about the future of healthcare in America. On the global stage, Obama worked to end the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, emphasizing a responsible withdrawal. His counterterrorism efforts culminated in the successful operation to eliminate Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind the September 11th attacks. In 2009, Obama received the Nobel Peace Prize, acknowledging his vision for global unity. However, his foreign policy drew criticism from some left-wing advocates who felt he escalated policies from the previous administration, reflecting the complex legacy of his presidency. Obama's presidency faced challenges and brought change. What do you think was his most impactful achievement? Join the conversation below. Obama's second-term legacy. Barack Obama's presidency in his second term brought new challenges and milestones. In 2012, he was re-elected, continuing his mission to address key issues like climate change and nuclear non-proliferation. Despite efforts, his push for immigration reform faced significant political hurdles, with a polarized Congress often standing in his way. To advance his agenda, Obama frequently used executive orders, a move that drew criticism but allowed him to achieve results where legislative action faltered. During this time, Obama solidified his legacy with landmark achievements. The unemployment rate dropped as the United States economy recovered from the 2008 recession. His administration played a pivotal role in advancing LGBTQ rights, including the legalization of same-sex marriage and the repeal of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy, marking major victories for civil rights. On the global stage, Obama worked to combat climate change, leading the United States in signing the Paris Agreement, a historic commitment to reducing global carbon emissions. As Obama's presidency concluded in 2017, his leadership left an enduring impact on American politics and society. His vision of hope and change resonated across diverse communities, inspiring millions and cementing his reputation as a unifying figure who navigated complex challenges with grace and determination. Life after the presidency. Since leaving the White House in January 2017, Barack and Michelle Obama have dedicated themselves to causes like education, healthcare, and social justice. Obama's legacy as a leader remains strong, with a 60% approval rating when he left office and a rise to 18th place on the Brookings Institution's list of greatest American presidents. By 2018, he continued to receive high marks, earning a 63% approval rating in Gallup's survey of recent United States presidents. Now, with a net worth of $70 million and the responsibilities of governance behind him, Obama has embraced a life of luxury and adventure. One of the couple's first big moves was purchasing an $8.1 million mansion in Washington, District of Columbia's upscale Kalorama neighborhood. This 9-bedroom, 8.5-bathroom home, previously rented by the Obamas,